If you're watching this on YouTube, I got my goofy big ass earphones headset on. Okay, I look like an old 1980s radio disc jockey on Z101.7, bringing you the best of today. I am listening to this because we've had some recording problems. I listened back to a couple of the episodes and it's like very pitchy and it sounds like I'm screaming. So I apologize. I mean, I've only been doing this for 3 fucking years, but listening with these bad boys on so I can be conscious of just how excited I get sometimes. Anyways, guys, I am so excited. It's just me and you. You and I. We're back. No guests, just us, the voicemails, back to our roots. I am so happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this all weekend. I really have. We have a lot to catch up on, a lot to discuss. And this is my favorite part of the week. When it's just me and you, and I don't have to use my brain, and I can just fucking giggle with y'all. It's honestly the best part of my week. I look forward to it. I really do. All right, let's get into it. A lot to catch up on. I've had some great guests recently. Couple things I want to go over. I haven't just talked to y'all in a real hot second. I wanted to say thank you so much for the love and kind responses and just the overall positive feedback of my interview with Connor and Tanner's beautiful mothers from our Love on the Spectrum episode. What a refreshing response. What an incredible community we have here at Absolutely Not. I want you to know the positive feedback meant the world to me. And I went in to that interview just really with no expectations except to create a new friendship with Connor and Tanner, and they were so lovely. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I will have them back whenever. That was one of the most refreshing, just point-blank conversations I've had in a minute. You know it's not refreshing? Having to talk to a bunch of male comedians backstage. We'll get into it. But I'll tell you what, Connor and Tanner, straight shooters. Refreshing. And their moms, so incredible. Such patient, knowledgeable, really optimistic women. And they left me with a lot of food for thought. I was like, I hope I can only be half of the mother that they are. And I will be giving it 110%. But what a refreshing conversation. Dude, I'll talk to somebody with autism all day. I will, any day. Because I'm going to tell you right now, sometimes talking to people who are quote unquote, I guess not neurodivergent is exhausting. Some of us are overthinking everything. You know what I mean? Yes, Tanner, you asked him, what do you like? And he just told you. It wasn't some weird narcissistic roundabout way to frame yourself in a better light. You're like, Tanner, what do you like? He's like, I like frogs. You're like, fuck yeah, let's discuss. Refreshing conversation. But anyways, y'all were so kind in your feedback on that episode. So hopefully we can have them back on. That was a ton of fun. And I love that we got to interview Zachariah recently and Hannah Berner, my girl. So I've been having a blast chit-chatting with all the people that I think that you guys should be checking out as well, because there's just so many talented people out there right now. But speaking of talent, I've only got 3 more shows on this comeback tour. I'm going to Salt Lake City. I'm going to Sacramento, California. And then I am playing Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival on May 5th. That's Sunday. It's a Cinco de Mayo. I don't even know if I don't think I'm doing the regular tour for that. I think in the next 2 weeks, I have to come up with a new hour. So either way, it's going to be unhinged. Come to that show. And then I'm going to be off the road for a little bit. I'm trying to get some other projects off the ground. I'm going to keep you up to date with what's going on. I got a lot going on. So I'm going to be off the road. So I've been getting a lot of DMs recently. Heather, come to Denver. Come to here. I was there. I was there a couple months ago. So if you want to see this comeback tour, you got to see me in Salt Lake City and Sacramento, and then get your tickets. There's only a couple tickets left to the Netflix is a Joke Festival. I'm going to bring out some surprise guests. I'm going to be bringing the characters back. There'll be wigs. There'll be absolutely knots. It's going to be an absolute shit show of a show in the best way possible, because this is how it works. I was like, I was just in LA and played the Pantages. And then my agent's like, yeah, you need to do a different show. And I go, you know what? Usually when you go do a show, especially for a comedy festival, you've been touring with that show for a really long time. They're like, Heather, you have hours of material. You got this. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Cool. I'm just going to wrap up my other tour and just come up with a whole new hour. But you know what? That's showbiz, baby. So I was going through my phone and I was looking at all like my other jokes that I haven't used in this current hour. And I'm like, this is going to be unhinged. But if you really want to have a great time, so if you're like, oh, I already came to the show in LA, I'm throwing that out the window and doing something totally different. So if if you want to see my creativity lit on fire, now's your chance. Hold on, I got a little water break. And when I say water break, I got a Sunjoy, which if you don't know, that is the specific Chick-fil-A branded Arnold Palmer, because they obviously don't have the trademark to Arnold Palmer. And I got to be honest with you. My girl Paola at the drive-thru today, she fucked it up. Okay, I don't know why this was such a hard concept. I said, I'd like a Sunjoy, but what I'd like is unsweet iced tea and just a splash of diet lemonade. And she said, okay, so you want unsweet iced tea, regular lemonade, and then a splash of diet. I said, no. Unsweet, just a splash. I want a Sunjoy that has a little less joy in it. Or maybe you could say, I want not a full sun. I'm not a 1 o'clock sun. I need dusk. I need a dusk drop of sun, which would be the lemonade. That makes sense. And this thing is full throttle, not what I ordered. But I am going to suck it down anyways, because that is the Lord's iced tea. Okay, we have a lot to catch up on. Where do I begin? Now, first of all, if you're listening to this week, I will be heading back to the Masters Golf Tournament to scum my way into being on television yet again. I am so thrilled. I'm going to be out there rooting for our boy Justin Thomas. He is just, I have a good feeling he's going to set it ablaze. Also rooting for our guy Max Homa, another fantastic, wonderful, funny, nice guy in the biz. I never thought in a million years I'd be so close and adjacent to the professional golf community, but I like good people, and Justin and Max are good people, and I enjoy supporting good people. So it's going to be fun. Ray's coming. We don't have a ticket for him yet. So next week, we're going to do a review for the Monster Scammer. So we're going to have to figure out how we're scamming him in, how we're scamming our way in. His usual ticket plug did not come through this year. I only was able to score 2 tickets with my plug. So we got to scam. I don't know if we're going to set him up, put him in a custodian suit, which I'm sure he'll say is a hate crime. But I'm like, listen, motherfucker, you either need to look like you're resupplying the egg salad sandwiches or you're not getting in. So we got to figure it the fuck out. But I'm very excited to be back. But speaking of just being back, I was recently back in New York, and I got to catch y'all up to date with what happened at Madison Square Garden. And I really have to tread lightly on what I say. Because this will destroy my career. But either way, so many of y'all came out to see me do like literally 8.5 minutes of stand-up comedy, and I am so grateful for that. And I have learned that I should have just done what I wanted to do. But when somebody I play by the rules too much. When somebody backstage is like, hey, Heather, stick to your time because everyone else is running long, I stuck directly to my time. I am such a well-oiled fucking machine that I saw that clock ticking down and I was like 30, 29, 28. And I know I had literally 27 seconds left of words to come out of my mouth, and I nailed it. And then I walked off stage and I'm like, I should have taken my time. I should have owned it in a way that the other guy took 20 minutes. So why didn't I? But I'm learning. It's learning. But nailed it, knocked it out of the park, had so much fun.